Once upon a time, there was a young shepherd boy named Tom who was tasked with watching over a flock of sheep. He lived in a small village near a forest, and his job was to keep the sheep safe from any predators, especially wolves. One day, while the sheep were grazing peacefully, Tom grew bored and decided to have some fun. Without thinking, he shouted, "Wolf! Wolf!" even though there was no wolf in sight. The villagers, who were busy with their daily tasks, heard his cries and rushed to his aid. They grabbed their tools and ran to the field to help him. But when they arrived, they found that there was no wolf at all. The boy laughed at their reaction, finding it amusing how they believed him. A few days later, with the same sense of mischief, Tom decided to play the same trick. He shouted again, "Wolf! Wolf!" And once more the villagers hurried to the field, only to discover that Tom had lied again. This time, the villagers were not as amused. They scolded him and warned him not to cry wolf again. But Tom simply grinned, thinking it was all in good fun. As time passed, Tom continued his duties, but the villagers began to lose trust in him. They now believed that when he called for help, it was probably another false alarm. Then, one afternoon, while Tom was tending to the sheep, a real wolf appeared from the forest. The wolf began attacking the sheep, and Tom, terrified, shouted with all his might, "Wolf! Wolf!" But this time, when the villagers heard his cries, they didn't believe him. They thought he was simply playing another trick. The villagers ignored his calls, thinking he was only trying to get their attention. As a result, the wolf attacked many of the sheep before finally running away. Tom was devastated, not only because of the loss of his sheep, but because he had learned a painful lesson about trust and honesty.